Yes, sir. It's your boy B Hayes. We back with another one, guys. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Before we do that, watch out for spam, WhatsApp in the comments down below. Feel free to join VIP so you'll be alerted whenever we get in and out of plays. So let's go ahead and take a look at the guys at a play that is going to be a nice opportunity where you could possibly take advantage of the meter to move. So let's go ahead and take a look at that and also share our opinion on the overall market. Tomorrow will be very interesting, guys. Job reports will be reported on tomorrow. And we also know that the Feds came out and said they will still hike interest rates very aggressively to help tame inflation. Even though inflation has came down, guys, and they don't have to necessarily be as aggressive as they're being. It's just a way to keep control, to put a little bit more pressure on the market. Because like I told you guys, we already know what's going to happen before it happens. If you've been following the BH show, you already know when Bitcoin was at 50K, it was coming down to 20K. When it came down to 20K, what we said next, $10,000. And we continuously say these things so it can be, in your brain, you'll know exactly, that we already stated this. And as it's happening before it happened, you will know. Instead of just hearing it one time, you like, dang, I forgot you said it. But as you hear it multiple times, you like, nah, I didn't forget. You did say that. So as we know, guys, Bitcoin did come down to $14,000, $15,000, very close to that target of 10K. The market it's already priced in. It's going to come down. The overall stock market already priced in to come down another 15, 20% from its lowest point. Even though stocks is already down 80, 90%, it seems impossible, but it's already priced in. It's going to be one of the worst stock market crashes in history. It's already them did that. They're already going down for one of the longest bear markets in history. Like I told you guys, bear market usually lasts 8-9 months. A bull market is usually in full effect way longer, 3 to 4 years. But what's happening is a crazy shift in the economy in the world. Too many retail investors, too many regular people, too many people working 9 to 5 has discovered the market, came across the market. They cannot let these people see how the market is a wealth generating machine. They got to make sure people leave with a negative notation on the market, drain you for all the bread from buying and selling, instead of just loading up on quality companies now while they cheap and holding them for the next 1 or 2 years. And then if you did want to buy and sell in day trade, especially if you don't have no experience, you want to do that with a very, very small account. Aiming small, missing small, understanding the process, because you just can't go out there, jump out there and try to be a doctor, be an NBA player and never went through high school or college. You just jumping straight to the leads. It's the same thing. You got to start small and build your way up. And I'm just trying to talk fast to get this information out there to you guys, because it's a lot of stuff that you need to know. That's why you just got to take it all in as it comes and be, steady learning. Investing, buying and holding cheap, good quality, great companies at a fair price is easy. But doing this thing day to day, trying to get in and out the market with a profit or a small loss, that's where it get difficult, and where you need to learn that and take it easy and start small and build your way up and stop trying to go straight to the lead, to the pros. So anyways, guys, as we can see, going into tomorrow, the Feds, not the Feds, I want to go ahead into the stocks. Enough about the Fed. Like I told you guys, a lot of that be noise. We just want to block it out, but we do want to know the outside core of what's going on with inflation, interest rates, and all that good stuff with the job reports, because that does put a little dictation on the market. Let us know how the overall market is going to do, and the only reason we want to know how the overall market is going to do, because that help us know what the individual stocks that we're trading, getting in and out of, is going to be like as well. So going into tomorrow, guys, we know Mullen Automotives, we call that out. It's been a banger, guys, up over 25% on the day, ended at 41 cents. That's looking like it's ready to see a continuation on tomorrow, but I do believe it could continue, but near midday or after a nice spike in the pre-market in the morning, it could start to sell off. So you definitely want to know the first targets is at 46 cents, 50 cents, and 54 cents, guys. So, of course, with the volume and everything going on, this thing could exceed expectations. But like I say, don't be greedy. So going into tomorrow, I want you guys to take a look at ticker symbol BLPH, Bella Rothern Therapeutics. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but that don't even matter, guys, because we all about price action with this play. We don't really care about, what's going on, piece of S company, all that good stuff. We just want to get in and get out. And what I'm looking at is right here, guys. As we can see, this ended at $2.24, up over 150%. What I'm looking for is, at the end of the day, it started to build support at resistance. Resistance was right here, that first peak where it had to get through early that morning. It's a peak right there. It had to break through 225 before it could reach that big peak right there on the day, right? it had to break through 225 first. As you notice, now it started to build support right at 225. Right, 217, 225, but it broke 225. Being for the fact it broke 25, it could come down to around $1.72. That would be the first load up zone from 224. It fall to 172, you could buy a little bit. And then if it break 172, it could possibly fall all the way back down to the low dollar range. And so the load up range would be around 170-ish and the low $1. So you'll want to start a small position. If it bounce off of 170, okay, make the bread, you good. But if it continue to fall towards the low ones, you'll have another little bit of bread left to load up and catch that bounce. Because once it bounce, it could possibly bounce right back, you know, depending on where it bounced from. If it bounced from, that's why, you know, VIP is important. But if it bounced off 170, it could get back to the twos. But if it come down to the low ones, it could possibly top out at the high ones. So that's why you want to, you know, make sure you time it right. We also want to use that 172 as a form of support. So where you would exit at. So if BLPH broke below 172 and came like the 168, 167, you could use that as an exit point. Get out and then sell that whole position and rebuy whenever it goes to the low ones or down to, you know, its previous point, because it will bounce. Theoretically, you know, it will bounce, guys. That's not 100% guarantee, so be very, very cautious. But usually our strategy on this is a first green day. First green day is usually when a stock is consolidating for a long period of time. Consolidation, whenever a stock look like flatline, like somebody dead. It's just, you know, it ain't doing much. Then all of a sudden it do this, pew, it take off. And then, you know, you don't want to buy during the during the wise rising. You want to wait till that more pullback, because it's going to pull back. And once it pull back, you want to look from the past to see where building support at, or where support at. And you want to buy near support and then sell on the way towards resistance. You don't want to sell at the top, though. That's being greedy, and you might not make it. So you want to sell before that point. So you already know what to do, man. I love y'all. Add your boy on Instagram at the B Hayes Show. Get him VIP. And we gone.